Hello guys, so I'm going to be doing my makeup today and I have a couple of products that are new that I just picked up that I wanted to try in this video, but I figured I'd do the rest of my makeup as well. So I'm going to start with the eyes. I've already moisturized my skin and everything, but I want that to sink in. So before we go in with the foundation that we're going to be trying, I am going to do my eye makeup. Okay, so I primed my eyes with a really good concealer. This is from Jouer, and this is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I haven't been using this very much under my eyes because it is a little bit of a drier formula. And when my skin is more oily or normal to oily, it works fantastic. It is high coverage. It's great. But because my skin's been a little bit more on the dry side, it can look a little too dry under my eyes. So I haven't been using it for that, but if my eyelids are properly moisturized, it does work really well as an eye primer. So that's what I used it for today. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Gemini palette. This is from Melt Cosmetics, and I've shown this on my channel before. But these are the colors, super warm. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna do some regular neutral stuff. And I know you guys have seen that on my channel before, but it's what I like to do. Once in a while, I will branch out and do a colorful look. But today, I just want to do some warm neutrals. So I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. It's the lightest in the palette, called Luna. Okay, so now that I have that kind of all over my crease and upper crease, I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is Lorelei, and probably my favorite shade in the entire palette. It is just like a mustardy camel brown. So pretty. And I'm gonna concentrate this a little bit more in the crease, not as high, but I'm not gonna be too super precise because it's still not an incredibly deep shade. So I am going to go a little above as well, but like I said, concentrating it mostly in the direct crease. See how much warmth that's adding? Really like it. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Really looks exactly the same except for a little bit darker, little bit warmer and richer. So now I'm going to go into a little bit of a darker shade. So we started out here, then we just did this shade, and now we're gonna go into this very warm, little bit darker shade called Polka Dot. And I'm going to concentrate that on the outer half of my eye, a little bit in the crease, but mostly on this outer half. Okay, so every time I use this shade, I always remember like, oh yeah, it kind of disappoints me a little bit. Not because of how it blends or anything like that, but I just don't feel like it's as like intense as I want it to be. Which is fine because there's a darker brown that we can go in with and that I usually end up going in with afterwards. But I just wish that that one was a little bit more, I guess the word's pigmented, but it's not that big of a deal because we can, like I said, just go in with the darker one. And that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm just going right on top and staying even further by the corner of my eye here, not going in as far as I did. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow, and the last step for the upper lid, besides eyeliner, mascara, and all that stuff, is I love this product. This is a product that I was wearing in my fall favorites video, which was a few videos ago, and I got maybe only one comment. I was gonna say, I got a lot of comments and it was like, no, just one. But I've had people when I've worn this ask me like, what is on your eyes? And it's this product that I'm gonna wear today from Artist Couture. This is a loose glitter pigment. It's called a Diamond Lights Finisher. And this is in the shade Spotlight Glitz. And this is kind of an expensive product, to be honest. It's annoying. It is 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounces, which isn't a lot, although you need very little. Like, I can't imagine going through this, but it still was, I believe, like $24 from Sephora or something like that. So it has like a little sifter and little tiny micro glitter specks, and I really do like it. So what we're gonna do though, although I don't know if this is 100% necessary, I'm not taking any chances. This is the Too Faced glitter glue that is going to, as you might imagine, help the glitter stick to my lid. And I'm just gonna concentrate like on this inner portion right here, and just like a little bit, like not even a ton. Then what I'm gonna do with my other finger, pick up a little bit of it. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm dusting off a little bit that got kind of high. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's still really pretty, but I just don't want it to look messy. I want it to look purposeful. That is what that looks like there. Super, super shiny, reflective. Has a little bit of a base to it, meaning it's not completely like nothing and then just, oh, flecks of glitter. Like, it has a little bit of something that has a backdrop for the glitter in it, but super shiny. My theory is because the particles are so small, it is more wearable than if I wore like a chunky glitter that would be more like, you going to a club? Which is fine. Like, I will wear clubbing makeup to the post office, okay? Do not even question. But I know a lot of people are normal and want more wearable makeup. And I think this is very wearable. And talk about wearable for like a holiday party or something. This is really, really nice. So see how pretty? I know it's like, yeah, it's glitter. We've seen glitter before, but it is very, very, very pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do some liner. I think I might just do like across the lid liner. And for this, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in the shade Espresso. Kind of want to get a black shade in this, but I've been using Espresso and I do like it. It's still extremely dark, extremely defining for your eyes, but much less harsh than a black. The Sigma Winged Liner Brush E06, super, super fine, like tiny little tip brush. This has been really good. I put off buying this for a while and I finally got it, and I use it every single time I use gel liner, and I think it's great. So like I said, I'm just gonna go kind of across my upper lid. So I'm just gonna stick with that, do the same on the other side. I am now going to do mascara and lashes. For mascara, I've been using, especially if I'm wearing lashes, I just don't care enough to use a better mascara. Not to say that this one's bad, but it's not like my absolute favorite. Like if I was wearing no lashes today, I'd use a different one. But just to coat my lashes, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. For lashes, I'm going to use probably my favorite lashes ever, which are these little ones from just Ardell. These are Demi Wispies, and they're very subdued. They're a little bit shorter. They're not super long. This is the absolute best beginner person lash that I've ever heard of and ever seen. And I highly recommend them, but also I'm not a beginner with lashes, and they're just so comfortable and so enough volume, enough length that I wear them constantly and I always have them on hand. Okay, so that's what the lashes look like on. Obviously on, not on. I just thought of this because I wore these same exact pair last weekend when Jorge and I went to Miami, because I got Jorge and I tickets for his birthday to see the comedian Tom Segura. And he wasn't coming to like Tampa Bay, so we went to Miami. If you are under the age of 18, probably would advise not, but he does have a few Netflix specials and we've seen them all multiple times. He is so funny. Like, he might be my favorite comedian. He is so, so good. It was so cool to see him and the show was so good. Like, it wasn't at all like, you know, because you don't know, not that I've been to a ton of comedians, but you really don't know what to expect. Like, we could have loved his specials and then go to this tour and be like, it was okay. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it wasn't as good as his specials. Like, you don't know how you're gonna feel, but it was definitely as good as his specials. Do any of you guys know him or have you seen his specials? I would love to talk about him with you because I'm just so obsessed. Okay, so these are the lashes on. Definitely like a little bit more drama, you know what I mean? But not excessive. Like, my lashes don't enter the room before I do, you know what I mean? All right, so next is the part I am most excited about, and that is this foundation. So you guys have seen this before. This has been out for years. I have never tried it. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is a foundation that I never thought I was going to like. I know in my last video I talked about the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick that I was like, wow, I never thought I would like this. But as you guys may also remember from my last few videos, I am currently on Accutane and never been happier, by the way. Terrified to get off of it, by the way. But my skin is a little bit more dry and I don't need a million pounds of coverage, but I do have some like hyperpigmentation and stuff like that around my skin. Point being, I need some coverage, but I can't have it be what I typically like, which is a little bit more matte and heavier, like full coverage type looking makeup. I need it to be more moisturizing, a little bit more glowy is what I'm craving. So I thought this could be perfect. So I got mine in the shade 202 Creamy Natural. This is supposed to have a radiant finish. It's for normal to dry skin and it says it's hydrating. For coverage, it says it's a medium coverage, which I don't usually do medium coverage. It's either like full or GTFO, but we're gonna see how this goes. Also, can I just say how annoying this was to try to find my shade? Holding this up to myself, I was like, all right, I mean, I think it's okay. In Target, I was looking up like every YouTube video I could find, trying to find like a shade match, and it was very difficult. So we'll see how this works. I'm going to use my dampened beauty blender and okay, that color looks pretty good actually. I originally in my cart had a like 204 or something like that, and then I ended up putting it back because based off the videos I was watching in Target, it looked way too dark. And I think it would have been because look guys, that's pretty good. Pretty good coverage. Wow, I like it. Guys, the shade is really good. I did such an amazing job. I'm kind of impressed. I'm kind of a lot impressed. Okay. Like, I do mean it when I say, wow, this looks good. This looks like very creamy, which I was hoping for. The shade up against my neck is literally dead on. Again, this is 202. This just looks like hydrated skin. Welcome. Didn't cover this like little dot perfectly. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Jouer concealer on. Okay, so here's the thing. The coverage I would say is medium to full. Like I would say it's a heavy or a strong medium. The finish is definitely more of a dewy, but it's not shiny. It is not reflective. Like I said, it doesn't look like I put like a strobe cream like underneath my foundation. It just looks like supple, kind of plumped up, good looking skin. It just looks very good. Now, the test is going to be the wear time. I'm either gonna have a really good night or my night's gonna be ruined. We'll see. I think I'm gonna do my concealer, powder, and then brows. Let's go ahead and finish the under eyes, shall we? Of course, I'm gonna go back in with the Gemini palette. And I'm going to start off with Lorelei and a pencil brush. Okay, now with a short shader brush, this is actually from the Sephora line. This is a smudge brush. I'm going to take this cupcake shade, so the darkest brown, and I'm going to concentrate that a little bit tighter to the lash line and a little bit more directly on this outer corner. I'm going to go in a little bit, but I want the most of the darkness to be out on that corner. Now I want to take a little tulip brush and without disrupting the eyeshadow, I want to flick all this like little under eye powder away. I have mentioned that I don't really like to leave my waterline blank like that. I used to, I just don't really like it. I feel like it looks unfinished. So I'm going in with like little itty bitty baby need to repurchase MAC eyeliner in Costa Riche. But really any brown would be fine if you're recreating this. Okay, so now for mascara on the lower lash line, which I feel like is pretty necessary. I'm gonna go in with MAC Giga Black Lash. I also need to repurchase this because it is very like on its last leg. It barely gives me any product. This is the only mascara that I feel like I can use, at least for my first coat. Like this is a good mascara for lower lashes. It just has a tiny like thin wand. I've tried other mascaras that have a similar looking wand, but I guess the formula on those, like I've tried one from Wet n Wild, I've tried one from Rimmel, I've tried the like teeny wand from Clinique that's called like lower lash mascara. This is the only one that the wand and the formula seems to work for me. Getting to the cheeks now, I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is a bronzer I literally never use. So I pulled it out, let's see how it goes. This is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I typically only use this for contour. It is a more neutrally tone. I mean, I don't specifically seek out orange colors for bronzer, but I like warm bronzer. So I'm gonna see if I hate this. And if so, I'll have to just add something else on it. I do not hate it. I don't think it's like, oh my God, guys, did you see this bronzer? I can't wait to use it again. It's not bad. I know a lot of people love this bronzer. Like it's been a top seller in Sephora for years. Okay, this next part, I am seriously scared. Like I have thought about buying this product for months and months and months, and I've been too intimidated. Okay, do you guys watch Tati here on YouTube or Glam Life Guru? Of course, duh, you do. She raves a lot about this cream blush from Honest Beauty. This is a cream cheek blush. This one's in the shade Rose Pink. I think this is the one she uses. I'm not 100%. Here's the thing. I have seen her use this on non-powdered and powdered skin, and it's looked awesome. I, however, am not very comfortable using a cream product on top of powdered skin, as you just saw me really powder my skin. The thing that's scary is you probably already know. Cream products are known to be weird, non-blendable, irritating, frustrating on top of powdered skin. Powder on cream? Awesome. Cream on powder? No. But for the sake of science, I'm gonna try it out. It is, like I said, rose pink, and rose pink is a good way to describe it. I've already swatched it. This is what it looks like. I'm just doing it. Okay, nothing bad has happened yet. Now, do you guys know how much I love blush? Like, I do not mess around. Guys, it didn't mess up my makeup. Like my skin still looks good. It actually added a little bit of a creaminess back into my skin. Is that showing up on camera? I don't know. The next thing is also inspired almost entirely by Tati, and this is a product I've also wanted to buy for months, but I just didn't need it. So I was like, I just can't be bothered. Have you guys not heard her talk about the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Rose Gold Molten a million times? Because I have. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a pinky peach. And I did try this out yesterday, but I did just like such a slight amount, and I want to see if I can, oh shoot, if I can get more out of it, which I obviously can. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping that if I like put my brush in there decently, like actually like put my brush in there, it would come across as more. Wow. Okay, I have thoughts. I need to finish putting this on though. I'm so glad I bought this. I'm so glad. First of all, like, are you seeing the wet sheen? Here's what is impressive as hell about this specific one. I have had this exact formula, but in the gold one, and I never was as impressed. I literally decluttered it, you guys. I never was as impressed as I am with this shade right now. This looks so, and this is the word I want you to take, and I'm serious. This is smooth. Smooth, bright, creamy, very high reflection. I mean, I'm turning my face, I'm seeing the light catching it, but most importantly, it looks smooth. Like, I'm very impressed. And honestly, so far, so happy with all these drugstore products. I know I'm so dramatic, but if you guys don't understand how much I love makeup, then you just don't get it. Okay, on to lips. I am going to be using the Maybelline Color Statement liner in the shade 4, which I think is like natural or something like that. So I'll probably put on a lipstick later, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip gloss on. This is from MAC. This is a Dazzle Glass lip gloss, and this is in the shade Sugar Rimmed. This is so freaking pretty. I also love lip glosses that have like a brush tip applicator. Today, I'm just gonna do one setting spray because I'm very low maintenance, and I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter. Okay, let me finish this video by being even more dramatic than I already have been. I don't know if I've ever liked my complexion more. I'm so serious. The foundation and the blush and the highlighter, I'm mesmerized by this highlighter. And guys, it's drugstore. So is the foundation though, and so is the blush. You can find Honest Beauty, or at least I did, at Target. I don't know where else it's sold besides probably honestbeauty.com. I am so happy. It's just a day where I feel really good about my makeup. I think everything looks awesome. I love the eyes too, but I've worn kind of this look before, but I'm so excited and impressed by the complexion. You have to tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you already tried these products? Are you in love? Did I inspire you to go buy these products? I hope I did. Don't forget to check the description box for links to everything I used. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thumbs up. I am going to leave a little note in the description box of how well this wore, because I know this is already a long video. Yeah, I'll let you know how the foundation and the blush especially wore on my skin. Hopefully it's forever, and hopefully these are now like products I'm basically gonna wear on my wedding day because that's how much I love them. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.